Now, a really sad story. The appeal hearing to decide whether the life support system for 12-year-old Archie Battersbee should be continued is taking place today. Specialists at the Royal London Hospital think it is highly likely that Archie is dead, while his parents, Holly Dance and Paul Battersbee, disagree. Archie suffered brain damage after being found with a ligature over his head in April. So let's cross to GBNews London reporter Alice Porter at the Royal Courts of Justice. Hello, Alex. What's the latest on this really heartbreaking story, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, just over an hour ago, we heard from both of Archie's parents who, for the first time in this quite drawn-out legal process, have both given evidence in court. And the focus of the discussion has really been today about the manner in which Archie would die. Should he have his ventilator switched off? That's what the hospital that have been looking after him, that's what they would argue. They were saying in that way his death could be planned, he could have his family surrounded by him, he wouldn't be dying with his sort of tubes all around him. But the family say that's not what they want. They were speaking out in court today, Holly Dance, the mother of Archie Battersbee, and she was saying that that's not, they want him to have a, and I quote, natural death. They don't want to have him die in a way that's planned. Now, Mr. Justice Hayden, who's the judge who's presiding over this hearing today, he put a scenario to both of Archie's parents and saying, you know, your son could die in chaotic circumstances. It could be really, really unimaginable. It could be in the dead of night. He could have heart failure. He may not have his family around them, and really sort of pitch them, is that really what you want? Would you not rather have something that was planned where you could all be together to say goodbyes and do it in a way that is of dignity for both the family but also for Archie as well? But both parents have very much refuted this. Holly Dance said she would be forever haunted by the idea of his ventilator being switched off, the ventilator that he is at the moment on, dependent to live, although his heart is very much still beating. So that's been the sort of focus of the discussions today. But it did before Holly Dance spoke in court today. Mr. Justice Hayden, he also asked a number of quite personal questions about who Archie is. He asked about his likes, his dislikes, his food interests, his gymnastics, and I think it was very much trying to get a sense for people who were there was lots of journalists really, is that there's a real person at the heart of this really, really tragic story. And I think it was something that came very much across to me, is that this is a real 12-year-old boy who likes to climb trees, who has friends, a very much a loving family. And I think that was something that Mr. Justice Hayden was very keen to stress, I think, in court today. There was quite a few of Archie Battersbee's family and friends who are quite emotional in court. So although this has been something that we on GBNews have been obviously following for a number of months now, it's been about just over 3 months since there was that the accident where Archie was found with ligature marks. Since then, this has obviously gone on for some time, but at the heart of this is a young boy in his life, and really today there's been a very difficult discussion about what happens, about when you end that life and the manner in which that should happen.